What's up guys, it is that Panda again. I'm here again with another video, and today we're me looking at some more G2, okay? And this is still kind of a quick continuation on the last video. I will have one more, and that is really just a checkpoint fight. So this is technically the last video I'm going to be doing on it, but I will be doing another. Either way, let's kind of hop right into it. So to continue off from the last video, Boone and, Jade and all of them who are like, obviously part of Boone's Legion, kind of pushed down towards the bottom left checkpoint. And honestly, what I expected was going to happen was for HMB to take the checkpoint, HMB, aka Gold Legion, to take the checkpoint before Boone actually reached it, since, they had built all the way over to it. So I assume that was kind of a countermeasure plan in case they needed to take it, but they didn't end up taking it, which really confused me. I don't know if maybe the garrison captains forgot to send everybody home, or if nobody was on to do that and they decided, we can't really like kill our allies. I don't really understand what happened there, but at the end of the day, it was kind of a big downfall, and they did end up managing to push down there. Honestly, what I expected to happen was I expected Jade to push up through that bottom checkpoint and kind of just push HMB back from there. But what ended up happening is they pushed them back just a little bit, and then they ended up targeting the top left checkpoint. And after doing that, Crimson and them both kind of pushed, Gold back. And honestly, it was a pretty good push. I was asleep for it, unfortunately, and they ended up pushing, them through mid, and it was a big surprise to me because I honestly expected, Gold to kind of hold on longer. I think H&B is still a really strong group, even though, they kind of broke the merger. I definitely didn't expect them to kind of go down first day. I'm assuming there were maybe underlying issues, like, just in general, I think, I think Jade was kind of at an advantage with Crimson. Not only that, there might have just been better coordination from one Legion over the other. And then like just the factions overall kind of were more favorable in Boone's side. So it was kind of hard for HMB at the end of the day. I was still kind of surprised they ended up getting pushed back though, in all honesty. But I guess when you're taking maybe multiple rallies on a tower and, I guess at the end of the day, they really couldn't do much. I was still surprised. I definitely think HMB is still a really strong group. Even now, like they definitely are in like top 3, top 4 area, right? Either way, it did happen. It was just a crazy fight. I did get some pretty good footage from it, so I am pretty satisfied with how everything went. I will have one more video though, where it's just a checkpoint fight. So this is really the main last video, kind of. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. And honestly, I don't really have a lot to say here, right? Like, I don't know if you guys can notice, but I don't have like a lot of commentary points. The fight was a bit crazy. I honestly, I think what HMB should have done was, even if they couldn't defend their checkpoint, I think they probably could have run back. And the most advantageous thing to kind of do there is, let's say you build around the other side of checkpoint, right? Let's say one of the enemies takes it, be it Crimson or be it, Jade, right, which is Boone's team. I think what should have happened was them maybe building around the checkpoint so nobody could build through the checkpoint. They would kind of be blocked off there and they wouldn't be able to kind of progress without rallying towers. And I think being able to fight from the other side of the checkpoint is way more advantageous than fighting from tower to tower, like really close, because they do have the field advantage, because you gotta understand that to refresh their marches from, the enemy's point of view, you have to march all the way through the checkpoint and stuff to kind of march over there. Not only that, you're running rallies like that, you're also sending reinforcements from that far. So it is much harder. And I think like once you notice that your defenses start faltering, the best thing that you can maybe do is kind of evacuate everybody to the behind the checkpoint and maybe do a big stand there. And that would have been maybe the most advantageous thing that they could have done. And you also got to understand, if they defend, let's say, the checkpoint, right? Let's say they defend the checkpoint from Crimson and Jade, which is, Boone and all them. They have to take on rallies from all these groups. So instead of doing that, they can maybe isolate how many teams are rallying them down to Boone's team, right? They can like really condense how many teams are able to rally them. Whereas once they can take this checkpoint and, like I said, only one team can kind of capture it. Maybe Crimson can march through, right? Or maybe Jade can march through, but only one team can actually take the checkpoint, meaning that only one team can rally through the checkpoint, which if they allowed Crimson to take the checkpoint, they would be forced to maybe build up in the bottom left side, which would have given, I think, Gold a lot of time to kind of either prepare to, buff in their defenses, or either they would have just backed off and forced, Boone and them to kind of build all the way across the map, which would have really sucked for them. So I do think that's honestly something that people can take into consideration. If you think that defending the checkpoint is too much, or you're kind of getting gangbanged by 2 legions, you can maybe even give up that checkpoint. And if you're confident in your ability to hold towers, you can hold towers behind the checkpoint. That's a really good spot to kind of be in. And it really forces them to, do much longer marches through a checkpoint. Like you see there, that march time is really, it can be really deadly in the grand scheme of things. Not only that, like I said, if you're running a rally, you would have to run those marches all the way through the checkpoint to, kind of join the rallies. The only exception is the fact that, Boone has the bottom left checkpoint already is built through. So they can actually teleport in, because if you don't know, once you teleport in a zone, so if I take a checkpoint into zone 3 and I build 1 tower, all I have to do is teleport onto that tower. Then I start random teleporting. And as long as I've already teleported in that zone somewhere, which is on that tower, I can random teleport around in that zone, right? So those random teleports will only random me in that zone. So now that Boone has already kind of gotten access to the zone, they could random teleport in theory and kind of have really short march times and kind of be a nuisance. But even then, this isn't really the most reliable method for a team, Like, this is still more advantageous towards HMB, and they should have kind of maybe prepared for that and kind of did all that. But either way, this was a pretty good fight to watch. I did just think that it was kind of interesting. I'm going to be doing some G1 videos soon, and I'll be kind of covering how the ROK DHX war went, okay? But yeah, that's about it to this video. I don't really think I have a lot more commentary points. I might just leave it for you guys to kind of watch the rest of this, watch the rallies and stuff. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys as always for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm sorry I didn't have like a lot of commentating points, okay? But yeah, you guys have a great day or night though, and I will see you guys in the next video, and that is it. Peace out.